Hello, boys and girls. Perlo Wisdom here from Rico and Perlo's house of exotic Hymes Picks Frolic, where we do a show 9:30 Eastern with JD and Dre, Exotic Wagers and West Coast Hockey NHL on Twitter, and we crush a lot. And I get a futures pick for you here. Over on FanDuel right now, you can take the Ottawa Senators to make the playoffs at plus 195. And I have done so, and this is why. If you go to Money Puck here, Money Puck, it's the best there, I said it. Hymes, it's the best there, I said it. Hymes Body Lube. If you're not lubing, you are doing a disservice to the world. Okay. Shots on goal against for the Ottawa Senators. Now, number one in the NHL on shots on goal against. They just took the Carolina Hurricanes. They just played them twice. The Carolina Hurricanes are the number one shot team in the league. They usually get like 30, 40 shots. They kept them twice, once at home in a 10-game span, once on the road, to 19 shots. And the last 10 games, only one time has a team had over more than 20 shots on the Ottawa Senators, and they're just getting better. They're looking absolutely fantastic. And I tend to go to shot suppression teams when you're looking at a big second half or a big run, and they have it. The other thing they have here, I'll show you, is they shots goals against above expected. Look at this. Plus 25.22 goals against above expected, meaning they aren't getting the goaltending. The thing is Allmark, who is way down, third in the list above expected, minus 17.5. As you can see here, he was bottom. He was below Jordan Binnington. But ever since he came back, which was only a couple games, but he was looking like the Allmark of old. He was looking very good. And I believe he will keep on doing that. And I believe the Ottawa Senators will go on a run after the break. So for this reason, they've looked fantastic. They're 15th in goals scored above expect. They're 15th in shots for and best in the league for shots against. They do have a 10 goals scored above expected, which is kind of a little bit of a concern, I guess you could say. You could see that's fairly high, goals above expected. But with the teams they have ahead of them, you have the Ottawa Senators and the Detroit Red Wings, both of which are top 7 in difficulty in schedule as far as the level of that they're going to play going down the stretch. Boston also is up there with the amount of back-to-backs they have. Well, so if Ottawa can go on a run, Boston's got some pretty tough games coming up ahead of them. The Detroit Red Wings, actually, we could look at that as well. But I'll just tell you, they have been surviving on goaltending quite a bit. They're one of the worst teams for shots against. I think they're 7th in the league in shots against. Gibson has been absolutely playing some of his best hockey of his last years, certainly since he was in Anaheim. But he was starting to look a little shaky at the end. Coming down to the end. And if he does get shaky, Talbot is nothing to really scream at. Also, I took the Detroit Red Wings to make the playoffs. I'm hoping they still do, of course. but I took them based on the fact that McClellan is a great energy coach. Like he's a great coach in general, but they hadn't made the playoffs in a long time. I love McClellan as a coach to get a team in high energy situations against teams that may take them for granted. The problem is now they're in a playoff. So it's going to be interesting to see. They're not going to creep up on teams these last 25, 26 games going into the season. So we'll see if they can hold up. Boston as well. The other thing about Boston is most of their games are going to be on the road. On the road, and their road record is not very good. At home, they're absolutely crushing, but the road record isn't very good. And they have a bunch of back-to-backs, and they're playing some pretty stiff competition going down the stretch here. So either one of those teams could fall off, and I think Ottawa is going to do very, very well. So my pick is at plus 195 for the Ottawa Senators to make the playoffs. I won't be on tonight for the Olympic picks that we do because there's no games tomorrow. This is Sunday. It's 15th today, I think. Let me check. February 15th on Sunday. So I won't be on tomorrow. But on Monday, we will be back on my channel at 9:30 Eastern for Rico and Perlo's House of Exotic Hymes Picks Frolic. Subscribe to this channel right here, and you can be part of that. Also, go over to Perlo's NHL POW, become a community member. Because when the regular season starts again, if you're a community member, some new fancy stuff coming up that's going to be very beneficial for you if you're a community member. So hit it up, hit the subscribe, become a community member, and I'll see you 9:30 Eastern. Take care, everybody.